Jamal Lascelles, Carl Darlow, and you're watching Newcastle Fans TV.
Rafa, thank you for
Pleasure.
agreeing for my first interview. So it's fantastic. I'm so excited. All I can think of is why. So I'll start very simply. Yeah, the end of last season. Yeah, I can understand why you came. So why did you stay?
The main reason were the fans. So the reality was that we were in a bad position, and still the fans were behind the team, behind me, and supporting us all the time. When we went to the last game against Tottenham, the atmosphere was amazing, singing my name with banners, and so everything was so positive. We won 5-1, so everybody was happy, apart from the relegation. That was the main thing, no? But then the fans were crucial in my decision. After I met the owner, and the message was quite good too. The staff, a lot of people here. You can see, you can feel football in the city, the stadium, everything. My family is in England, so I put all these things together. But the main reason were the fans, because they were, from the first day until the last minute, they were supporting me and supporting the team.
Well, that's the thing, that you could. It's almost as if you connected to the hurt they were feeling, that the players didn't seem to wear that shirt the same way that they would.
Yeah, we had them. When I just arrived, we had the 11 injuries, and you know for experience, you don't have your holding midfielder, your left full back, your centre back, you have a big problem. So that was the main thing at the beginning. So we had 3 important games without important players also available. After, they were coming, and then the team was feeling more confidence. The team was training really well and feeling that doing these things in the training sessions, and then we can reproduce that during the games. And at the end, we were six games without losing and winning well. So everybody was happy, and the feeling was that they could do even more in every game.
What I liked about it was before you came, they won 6-1. I watched them win 6-1, and they were really terrific against Norwich. But it was almost as if they were being asked to play well and asked to try, whereas you made a point of thanking them for their effort after the game, and it was every game. So, you know, was that something you did? But I know it was genuine. But did you feel that was really important to try and keep that character going?
Yeah, I would say that Steve has experience, and he was doing a good job, but sometimes the results are not the best, and if you don't change something, maybe you will have the same score, the same problems. And when I just arrived, they were quite negative. Everybody around was quite negative. Then we needed to change that. The attitude of the players was so good, so positive, that I thought that is the way. So I have to praise them, because they have been really good professionals at this time, even in difficult circumstances. So that was the way, and they were giving even more every game. So it was simple, because the reaction of the players was quite positive when I was praising them.
Right, so we're looking at now, we're looking at the new change, yeah? And how big a role, particularly in the first few games, do you feel that the Newcastle supporters have again? You know, the expectation they might have of you finishing top. So, because you have a new squad, you have 8 new players in it. How important are Newcastle fans to you?
I think that they realise that the Championship is difficult. I think that they realise that it will be tough. But at the same time, they have the feeling that we are strong enough now. We are so good now that we can beat anyone. So I would like to keep this feeling that we can do well. We are better than anyone, and we are stronger than anyone. But at the same time, I want to tell them, and I think that they know even better than me, that the Championship is so difficult that we cannot go to games with overconfidence. We cannot go to games thinking that, okay, the game will be easy and we will win right now. No, we have to be sure that we respect the opponents, and we know that it will be tough and we will lose games. So, but they have to be behind the team. They have to support the team in the way that they have done these 2 months, at least my experience, and hopefully will be enough to lift the players and to prepare the team for doing even better every week.
Right, so Rafa Benitez approach, yeah? Tactical, yeah? will you have to? How much will we see of? Will it be 100% Newcastle every week, or will it be 15% of Fulham, what Fulham do, and then we stop that, and then 85% of Newcastle? Do you feel you could dominate this division, or what sort of balance do you do as a manager?
It's a question of a manager, so I understand the question really well. At the beginning, you cannot say this is my team, now we'll play like this, and everybody has to adapt, because, as you say, new players, new division, foreign players, foreign manager coming, so you need some time to adapt, to improve the understanding between players and the manager and the staff. After that, after this time, you will see more a team that has to have the control of the games. Sometimes the control is not just possession, sometimes the control is just to be well organized, keep the shape of the team, and after, do what you have to do. But I would like to dictate what to do during the games, but has to be maybe in a few months, because now still we have to understand each other, still we have to improve the systems, the movements, the set pieces, everything. So I think that we will have now maybe 50-50. Maybe tomorrow could be different, but I don't know. At the moment, I think it's 50-50, and little by little, I would like to see the team having more control.
So, when you start this new process, you have your players, you have only just got 2 of them, so how much of it is on defensive structure, how much on defensive system and tactics, how much is it on attacking strategy, because Kevin Keegan was a attacking strategist. For me, Rafa seems a little bit more defensive first.
No, I like the balance. Some people, they don't realize that if your team is defending well, maybe you can attack even better. So you have to, if you see the goals in Liverpool, the goals in Chelsea, the goals in Naples, so even Real Madrid, we had 68% win, so we scored a lot of goals, but we didn't concede too many, especially at the beginning. Napoli we had some problems in defense, and Real Madrid is an attacking team, so you have to find the balance. And I like to score goals. I like to attack, and I like to create chances and score goals, but I like to keep the balance, because when you are attacking, sometimes now with a lot of very good managers, they wait, they are well organized, they regain, and they kill you in counter-attack. So you have to find the balance. At the same time, it depends on the player that you have, because if you have pace in attack and the other team is quite offensive, why you have to be there? Maybe you can wait a little bit and then play counter-attack if you have a space and pace and this characteristic of your play. So I am someone that can adapt his style, but I like to have a team well organized and try to keep passing the ball. We were talking before about the tiki-taka style, so I think Spain is talking too much about tiki-taka, and they think that in England it's just long balls, second balls, and it's something in between. So you can play football from the back, you can play passes and possession, but at the same time you can be direct, you can be quick, and you can play counter-attack.
So tactically, how many different systems will your team know and use by the end of the season? It's not just one.
If you go to Italy, they can change 3-4 times in 45 minutes. So it's unbelievable. But they used to do it. So they are happy if they say, okay, I will play 4-3-3, and now 4-2-3-1. So they change the system, and it's like the manager has to do it. So I say, why? Then I was keeping the same system. I said, no, Rafa, tactically he doesn't. No, I understand really well. I want my team playing in a way that they know exactly what they have to do, and the other teams, they have to adapt. But I know what I want to do. But for us, maybe a 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3 will be what we will use during the season. It depends, but we have to do at least one really well, because we cannot change 3 times.
So you want them to know that one really well?
Yeah, and after to adapt.
Just to adapt a little bit. So with that in mind, are you happy where you are with the ingredients, or do you need a little bit more in your cake?
A little bit more will be good.
What is that? What would it be? Pace, or would it be?
We know that we need another striker, maybe, because we a top side that normally will be attacking, and in a competition like this with 46 games plus the cups, it's quite difficult to keep the strikers fit, and then we are a little bit short in terms of experience in attack. So we need something there. Now has gone, Florian Thauvin has gone, so that means that maybe we will need a winger, and it depends if another players are leaving, then we will need some players to replace. But I can see maybe 2 or 3 players if some of them are leaving, and I think that will be fine.
So, and this year that they've changed the rules, there's no emergency loans. Yep. So the loan market will open up again in January, and will you be talking already about we have to have another hit in January to your owner to see how we go?
No, maybe we can do something now, and we used to have this loan system in Europe, so it's not a surprise for me. So we know that we have to look for players now. We can buy or we can loan players. It doesn't matter. The main thing is it has to be good enough for us. January always, you know that it's more difficult to sign the right players in January, but sometimes you have injuries, long-term injuries, and then you need to do something. So we have to be sure that we have some money just in case. Hopefully we will not need the money and nothing, but just in case we have to have also this in mind.
Right, so if I can move away from that now, for me the fascinating bit, you know, how does Mr. Benitez and Mrs. Benitez, after the pressure of matches, how do they, when they meet up again, how do they relax? How do you...
No, I like to go at home. My daughter's 17, Claudia, and 13, Agatha, they are British, so they enjoy here. My wife, Monse, I will not say the age, she's happy
21,
here.
she's 21.
21 now, yeah, fine. So she's happy here. They are settled down. A major factor to stay in England was that the family was here, so I can go to see them anytime. So it's 3 hours or 3.5, I would say, for the police, just in case. It's fine. So then you go there, you stay with them. They go to the school, I do the school run, so I don't have any problem to stay as a...
No, but would you go to the cinema, or would you watch a movie at home, or would you go to a restaurant?
Yeah, you don't have too much time. Then when I go, normally we have a film. We have to decide, because my wife likes the romantic films and all this, and I like the fights. But no, we have an agreement, and then it's okay, no problem. And we stay there. We go for dinner, or we stay just there with the children. So we walk. We have 4 dogs, so we walk the dogs together sometimes. But she's going very fast. She likes to go very fast. So I said, okay, I will go with the other one. I'll go slower. So, and it's fine. We have some time, but normally just at home. I will go for a dinner, maybe sometimes cinema, but normally we stay there.
For me, what I find amazing is you have won 4 trophies that no other manager has won, right, together. So you have a little batch over there. You know, what keeps driving you? There must be something in you. What is it?
We talk sometimes about the winning mentality. I like to win too. My wife is complaining when we play cards at home sometimes with my daughters, and I am cheating because I want to win. So listen, you don't allow your children to win. So I want to win. And then for me it's a challenge to go to the championship and try to do well and to promote is a challenge. Then I am this kind of person. Always I was, when I was losing, I was really, really bad. And then with time, you understand that you have to lose. No? But I like to win, and I am always thinking about to win in everything.
So for me, the biggest question I want people to understand, in my life I've met people who are motivated by money, 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 money. You seem to be a people motivated coach. You would die to get these people what they want. Am I right? That's how it feels.
That's right. I have a degree in physical education, and I was teaching in the school, so I had 3 years teaching children. And I remember one day I was playing with D'Artagnan. I don't know if you have. We were playing with the 6 years old. They were. So I was going with the children against the girls, so the boys against the girls, and then they killed me, and I was in the middle of the playground, and the director of the school said, "What are you doing there?" So they killed me. And these things I like it to teach. I like to coach, and I like to improve players. So I like to see a player that is listening to you, and then you can improve this free kick, or you can improve this movement, these things. So I like to do that. It's like your passion. then I would like to improve the team, and I would like to win and to promote and be sure that the team is playing well and is strong enough. And people like the fans will say, oh, fantastic football, but people like you, the managers, will say, look, you can see something here. So it's something that they have been training or they have been doing during the whole season, and the fans will be proud of that.
Well, I understand how difficult it is to do that, and I know I'm taking up a lot of your time, but the other thing I've noticed, I was in a taxi last night, and I got to tell you this, because for me this about sums up the interview, you know. They are calling you Rafa the Gaffer, right? And that is, I believe, because you have embraced the club, embraced their owner, and he trusts you to run his football club, and he's a billionaire. So, you know, can you just elaborate on your relationship with Mike?
I didn't understand the word the gaffer, so
yeah. The boss.
No. Yeah. I didn't understand. I understand because in Liverpool they say the same. So, and I understand that it's fine. It's good, very complimentary. But I said it's not about me. So it's about the people that are in charge. So I am working with Lee Charnley, that is the managing director. So we work together, and we manage with the scouting department, with the medical department. So we talk with the communication department. So we talk with all of them, and after we have to make decisions. So we have to decide this or that. But I am not someone that will say, I want to do this in this way, and that's it. So I can listen to anyone, and if they are right, we will try to do in his way. But I work every day with Lee Charnley, always in contact with him. I talk with the people here, my staff. I have been with some of them for 7-8 years. I have people in my staff that they were my players. When they were 16 years old, they were my players in Real Madrid, in the academy for 4 years. So I think that it's really important, as you know, as a manager, to have this relationship with the people around. It's not that you are the boss, it's that they can tell you what is going well or what is going wrong, and then you can adapt.
Well, I'm going to finish here, and I'm going to say that I hope it goes as well for you as it seems it will, and you deserve it to go. And already, my taxi driver wanted me to tell you he loves you as much as Kevin Keegan.
Okay. No, Kevin Keegan, I think everybody's talking about Kevin, but he was an amazing player. He was a fantastic manager. He's a legend here. But what he did, he has already done that. So I have to do it. So I'm really pleased because the fans, they trust me. But I would like to give them something back. That is my thing.
He is a genuine person, and I think everybody's seen that you are. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.